I am the new executive director here at Yankton Area Arts. There's a lot of faces in here I have not seen before. There's a few that I have. Thank you all for coming. This is a really, really good turnout. Super excited to see that. So first things first, I want to say thank you to Lois for bringing her pictures in and showing what she has to offer. I know at first she was a little apprehensive, but she has some really, really good work, and I'm really happy to have her here. So I'll go through a few things here first. So there's a few announcements. So we have arts around the area. The ABS art program has a spotlight on ability on April 28th at the Dakota Theater, and the doors open at 6:30 and start at 7. It's a evening that's definitely worth checking out. And then Terry's Friends, our assistant director, Anthony DiMichael, has an exhibit up at the BB Art Hall, and it's a really good exhibit. I definitely recommend going and checking it out. So then going on to what's happening here at Yankton Area Arts. Kicking things off on May 30th, we have our Kids Art Fest, and then our Summer Band Concert Series. In May, we also have Pat Hansen having her gallery here for photography, and then in June, we transition to Malcolm Blair with printmaking. We are also looking for submissions for America the Beautiful Open Class Art Competition. So if you're an artist, we want to see your work. Coinciding with that exhibit, we've been working with the city on the America 250 Task Force to celebrate the 250th anniversary of America. And at our June 30th summer band concert, we are planning a big family event, free for everyone, with hot dogs, kids, art crafts, and a lot more. With that, we're also launching a call for art for our America 250 t-shirts. Local artists can submit a design, and the winning piece gets printed on free shirts, and we'll be giving them away at that June 30th concert. It's a great way for to get your art in front of the whole community. And then in July, we have our 3 Strings Music Camp. It's a week-long music camp from July 6th to the 10th, and it's open to 5th through 9th graders with disabilities. And then our big picture going forward, we really want to get more people involved with Yankton Area Arts. We do a lot of really cool things here, and that's kind of our whole thing. We want more people involved. So, I'd like to introduce Lois Bottolfsen. This is her work, and she's going to talk to you about what she does.
Well, this is so not my thing. I'd much rather sit in a room all by myself doing this kind of thing than doing this. Thank you all for coming. This is so overwhelming. I mean, I see so many members of my tribes, my quilt tribe, my sewing tribe, my Bible study group, coworkers, former coworkers, church friends, coffee group, aerobics class. It's overwhelming, but it's so sweet of all of you to do this. So most of you know me, so I don't know what there is to say. I grew up around Hardington, Nebraska, and a long time ago, and eventually got here when I married my husband 48 years ago. And I guess my feeling is I've just dabbled in almost everything, and I've mastered nothing. I have a long way to go in this, but I'm self-taught. I think I started with one class at a little shop in Niobrara, Nebraska, and came home and said, oh, I can play with that. So I still paint with what I started in that class with, the little 24 flip thing of colors, but I've got a few tubes and brushes and that accumulated since that time. But I just enjoy doing it for relaxation, shut off all the noise in the world. It's just things I like. A good friend of mine helped me come up with the name for this exhibit, and Joys of My Heart is how we came up with it in the parking lot by Muddy Mo's. And I guess that kind of sums it up. I love animals. A lot of these are things from photographs of ours. There's one up here that I look at and I see my daughter-in-law sent it to me and said, this looks like it needs a painting. They were visiting somewhere, so I took her picture and tried to paint it, Some trips out to the hills. We were lucky enough to do a UK and Ireland trip, which really influenced me on some of them. It's so beautiful over there. I just felt like I was visiting a green quilt. It's just gorgeous. I love animals, and I've done a lot of pets for people, for friends that have asked me to do them. They're enjoyable to do. I don't know why, but I love the detail of their eyes. It's just enjoyable. Let's see, what else is there? There's one back here, and my granddaughter is here today. She has influenced me where she was only about 9 years old, and we took a trip to the Dollywood. And we were in the Smoky Mountains, and she said, Grandma, give me your camera. And I said, all right. She laid on the ground on the trail and shot the picture up through the trees. And so I've always loved that picture, and it was one I thought, well, I can play with texture with this. So we did that. That's kind of the story of my stuff, I guess. So many, now when I look at them, they conjure up great memories. The one here is on aspen bark, and we were, help me out, Jan, we were at
Spiritual pathways.
Spiritual Pathways, or was it the Roosevelt Tower up by Deadwood? And we found this rotten wood that we hauled home, made a big mess in her truck, or car, and yeah, so stuff like that. But that's we had a great time. It's a great memory, so just doing things like that, I guess. Moving on to the textiles, I guess I've always enjoyed sewing. Probably started when my grandma started trying to show me how to crochet and knit back when I was late teens, early 20s. So I've done that all my life. And whenever I've seen something, I'm kind of cheap, frugal. So I don't buy patterns, and I don't buy kits, and I see something and I don't want to try to recreate the pattern myself. So some of the sewing things that I stitched or appliqued, that's my own patterns I try to come up with. And then my good friend, can't talk about the wool that I do without mentioning Jan Willard. I don't know if she wanted to do it or if I wanted to do it, but we said, we gotta try this. And so we own a stash of wool roving together, and wherever we can find wool, we're picking up a color of some kind. But we always get asked how we do it. And so today, because we just got together on Wednesday and we're playing, what I call it, they ask, how do you do it? Well, when we buy it, it's been sheared and it's been combed and cleaned and dyed, and we buy it like this. And so then, we had a great time. We tried different things. We've done the bowls and the vases and vessels that are around here. But we made table runners this week.
Oh, that's nice.
And played with, was this our experiment to try to figure out how to do some scarves? This is table runner we did on cheesecloth, but I thought it turned out pretty good. Yeah. So that kind of, I guess that sums that up. I can't think. Oh, we have done needle felting also. There's a couple of pictures over here. There's a crab and there's a little fox in the birches. And that's with wool needle felting. And that's using very, very sharp needles with little barbs on them. And that, just keep punching and punching, it bonds the wool fibers together. And I guess I neglected to mention that on these, this is bonded felt with, the wool gets felted with water, soap, and agitation. And so you can really get your frustrations out. But I think that's really it. I really want to thank you guys. Rose Hauger was the one that really encouraged me to do this and had the confidence that I could. And I was real disappointed when she left, but Elijah's been wonderful to work with, and Terry. And anyone that doesn't belong to the Yankton Area Arts Association, I'd encourage you. They do so much for Yankton. They put on the art show at Riverboat Days every year, and we do the tour of homes, and you always have these exhibits. I think they do a great job. Thanks.
Does anyone have any questions for her on any of her?
Yeah, sorry. I should have asked that. Yeah. Yes.
What's your favorite piece? Or that's here.
Sydney. Well, I don't know. I'm thinking the one I really, really wanted to get down was the one when you and I went to the Flint Hills concert with the Kansas City Symphony, and we saw those 5 cowboys that were the ushers. I painted that thing 3 times trying to get it right. So it's one I really wanted to get down. Yeah. Otherwise, I don't know if I have I really like the Fighting Mustangs back there. I'm really happy with how that came out. I'm not always.
Is that the Cliffs of Moher back there?
I think so. If not, it sure could be. And this one was a lot of fun. It's my rendition of my husband, the house that Don and his family grew up in. And we didn't really have a decent picture of it, so we were going by our memories of it. I took some creative license and I didn't put the fuel barrel and all those things that he said I was missing. Because I said, no, this doesn't work. But yeah, that was when I just felt the need that we needed to have our memories of that down. So other than that, I don't know. Of course, Lewis and Clark is always game, and I need to do more of those because their sunsets are great.
I have a question.
Yes.
I am curious about this piece. I have some ideas about how you've already done it, but it looks like you had some unique methods. Was there a stencil involved there?
No, the lines were, Christ, it escapes me. Masking. I just drew in the masking and then just laid color down in where I thought color should be. So, yeah.
And the various animals, are these some of your pets or?
No,
What did you
actually,
call it?
this is embarrassing. We don't have a pet. That is one of my from my hairdress. I don't know. She was here earlier. Yeah, there she is. She asked me to do her daughter's dog, and I painted 2 because my husband said he didn't really like this. So I gave her the choice, and she took the other one, so I kept Annie. And then maybe it's seated. That is a gal that we were quilting with, and she was telling us about her dog, and she had a picture of it, and I just thought he was gorgeous, and I said, would you send that picture to me? See, I'm just shameless. Yeah. And then Ruth Vader Ginsburg just spoke to me about 2 weeks ago. I don't know why. I had an extra denim jacket around and I just thought, you know, she's done a lot for women. I think we need her on there. Any other questions?
No, but I'd like to make a comment.
Oh. Ted, where did you sneak in?
Right behind there.
Oh.
I have an original purse. I'm a buffalo and elephant fan. She did a nice buffalo item for me, like the one hanging right over her shoulder.
Thank you, Ted.
You're welcome, you did a great job.
Thank you.
Speaking of buffaloes, that's a very unique piece that the quilted one.
Oh.
Look at the colors.
Yeah. I don't know. Yes,
Do you ever make prints of these, or are they all one of a kind?
they're all one of a kind. I have tried to replicate some when I've been, you know, it's been requested or something, but I don't know how to make prints.
Well, I just to make like a digital copy so that you could then print them on, you know, whatever type of paper you might choose.
I should look into it. Maybe. I just never thought it would be needed. Donna, you had a question?
Yes, well, I just want to say, I had commissioned Lois to do a painting of watercolor of Webster School when it closed. And the teachers presented it to Melanie Riken, and it hangs in her office. And it is awesome. Very, very nice.
Thank you, thank you.
There's teachers here.
Oh, the teachers.
Yes, Marty?
See, I see you paint a lot of different, you know, like animals and fish and flowers and structures. Do you have any favorite thing that you like to do or anything else?
I enjoy doing the animals. Yeah, I do. Like I said, I don't know why. Sometimes the eyes are hard to get, but I like fiddling and doing the eyes, I guess. I like little detail work. Which is probably, you know, a lot of watercolor is more fluid. And I don't think mine is. I haven't got that art down. And maybe that's the detail thing, I don't know. Any others?
What's your next project, Lois?
Oh, well, I have a picture of my grandson laying on my desk that is a favorite, and I keep thinking I have one back here, and my granddaughter, I gotta paint one of my grandsons. But I've been requested recently to do one of a young man and his dog, and I couldn't say no because the young man took his life recently. And so that's probably my next project. So, sorry, but it's emotional.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think that you can really tell that you enjoy by the animals that you paint from the life, like the life that is brought out.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Like Winnie.
Yeah.
What about the cougar?
He's gorgeous.
I kind of feel like I stole him. I just saw, I had a picture of, and I kind of, I don't know, just liked him.
Yeah, that wasn't a painting on plein air then.
Yeah.
In life, yeah.
Yeah, no. No, I'd have been up the tree a long time. And the, I don't know if it's a ditch or wheat field or whatever in the middle, that was also influenced from our trip to the Kansas Flint Hills experience.
Lois,
Yes.
I'm going to approach this in a different way. Who are some of your own favorite artists that you just kind of have seen their work and you just, I maybe could try to do something. Is there any famous artists that you have been?
Oh, well, I'm a fan of John Crane. I mean, I don't know a lot of artists, but, I never go, we have a son that lives in Rapid City, and so I don't go through Hill City without stopping to see if he's got anything new or what's in there. I just love that gallery. We have a few of his things. Jolene Steffen, we have her things. Ann Smith is sitting back there, and I was here at her exhibit. She does beautiful work. Mary Jane is here somewhere. I've seen some of her things. Very nice work. As far as more famous out of our region, I don't really know. Yeah, just always liked watercolor, but I don't know, took too long to try it.
Have you ever thought about acrylic or regular paint, that sort of thing?
I used to paint with acrylic when I did decorative painting, and actually this one here is acrylic. I played with it, but not a lot recently.
Lois, when did you start doing all of your art? And was there a certain age where you knew that it was something you wanted to do?
With watercolor? Yeah, just about 5 years ago. Decorative painting I tried years ago. I was in craft, wasn't I in craft group with you? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I thought so. We used to do a lot of that, of wood things and stuff. My house was decorated with whatever I made, because I'm frugal. Yeah, I don't know, just dabbling, dabble in everything, master of nothing.
Excellent.
Any other questions? All right, well, I want to thank everyone for coming. I'm sure it means a lot to Lois. It also means a lot to me and the Aiken Area Arts. We've been doing a lot of updates too, so if you haven't recently, check out our website. And at the end of the month, if you want to revisit this exhibit, there will be like a 3D tour that you can go and look at all of her old work on the walls as well. So yeah, just another cool thing we're doing. And then also, her pieces are very reasonably priced. I definitely would recommend buying one. I am purchasing one, and there's some other people that have been purchasing some too. So she has some awesome work. So.
Well, you've only been here a month, but you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Green grasses.